Hey y'all, what's up? And welcome to today's Daily Rant with yours truly, Miss Donna. Today, I am going to talk about the importance of gatekeeping yourself and vetting people when you meet new people. And this can apply to online. This can apply if you are starting a job or if you're just starting a new hobby and you are networking, meeting new people. Please, 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 people. Let's start to vet people. And what vetting means is just basically really carefully examining something. So before you start to make these new friendships, because this is geared more towards friendships, right? But you should be vetting with any connection, relationship, friendship. But for this rant, this is going to be about meeting new people on a platonic level. Because what happens is a lot of time when you meet a person that's on a romantic level, I see some people do the vetting process, right? They kind of give time to see exactly how that person would act in certain situations and under certain circumstances. So this video is strictly for vetting people that you are meeting new, and really on social media. That's really a big thing because in this day and age, we are meeting people, we are networking with people. You could be going into a business partnership or just collaborating with people. But I want to really place an emphasis on why it's important to gatekeep. Let's start with the gatekeeping. Gatekeeping is not oversharing, right? Not being super transparent, right? And giving just enough information when it comes to just yourself in particular. Sometimes I've been guilty of this. I'll meet somebody and I'm such a down to earth person. I am a woman of God. I do not come with any ill intentions. I am a firm believer in that, the scales have to balance. So when you go into things with negative energy or even negative intents, more so I should say, it ain't gonna never turn out bad for you. But the reason why I want to talk about gatekeeping is because a lot of times, okay, if you are a person that overshares, right, whether these are your romantic achievements, your financial achievements, just visions, ideas, things like that, when you are an oversharer, you tend to find yourself in situations where either A, someone is like stealing your ideas, B, someone is taking everything that you've shared with them, and if there's a situation where you guys hit a road bump in the road, they're using it against you. And also people that don't gatekeep themselves, you are like a magnet for narcissistic people. So be very careful with that, right? Gatekeeping, I think when we think about gatekeeping, people have a really bad connotation about it. Like they have a really bad idea about it. Like, oh, well, gatekeeping is like you're not sharing with people. And if you have resources, you should be. No, I'm not talking about that type of gatekeeping. I'm talking about gatekeeping yourself, gatekeeping your own energy. Because in this day and age, people will literally show you a representative of who they are or who they pretend to be, right? And if you are so open, you're vulnerable for I'm a very spiritual person also. When you're over transparent and you're completely open with anybody you connect to, if they disarm you, you are leaving yourself open for spiritual attacks, right? Because when I talk about the spiritual attacks, I'm speaking about sabotage. So say, for example, you meet somebody in a workplace and you guys are really hitting it off, because we all have had a situation where we've met somebody and we hit off immediately. It's like, oh, you know what? She is really cool. So then you start off doing coffee time and, what they do is they'll try to share with you, right? And then I'll use myself. In the past, I was an oversharer, right? That was one of my childhood traumas where I always felt like I needed to share and prove a point to people and blah, blah, blah. Fast forward. When you do that, you open yourself up. Open yourself up to good energy as well as bad energy, right? And so gatekeeping yourself protects your ideas. It protects things that you're wanting to bring to life in your own personal life, right? And it's just the situation where if you are walking around and telling everybody everything about you, on down to your finances, on down to your dream car and your things that you wanna accomplish. Chances are you are a person that people steal your ideas, okay? People either go back and sabotage your ideas because you haven't learned to gatekeep. Gatekeeping is not a bad thing. Gatekeeping, it will save you from so much headache and disappointment. I can use myself as an example. I met a girl a few years back online via Instagram, and we hit off, so we were really, really cool, right? We started having conversations on the phone, and it got really personal because I am a very open and friendly person. Fast forward, she started doing things a way that I just didn't align with who I was internally, right? And so I kind of distanced myself from her. Well, when I did that, she began to run around and try to sabotage me, sabotage connections, people I was trying to collaborate with. And it was just a big, big, hot bag of garbage. So that is why I stress that it is very important to gatekeep. And now vetting is a process where you just sit back and you are really taking the time, okay, to observe an individual. A lot of times, this is for the ladies, right? Men do it, but I know us women, when we are dating, we take the time to get to know that guy that we're dating, right? To see the things that he likes, the triggers and certain things. Ladies, y'all got to start doing that in these friendships and these connections that, these people that you meet and new people, because you will never know the type of destruction a person will bring to your life without really vetting them and getting to know who they are. Pay attention, be observant. It was a lot of little red flags that led up to me and the young lady going our separate ways. But I feel like wholeheartedly, had I vetted her, took her through that vetting process, and had I gate kept myself a little bit more, I would have been saved the headache. So I don't know who this is for. Whoever this is for, don't let anybody make you feel bad for not being open. I know a lot of times if you are in those like friendship groups or even at work, and like for me, I'm working on some personal stuff, right? Outside of work, we working and working. I'm working on the 8 hours and I'm working for myself too at the same time. And so a coworker walked past and she's like, "Oh, what is that you're doing?" And I shut my laptop. I'm shutting my MacBook. No, it's not any of your business, right? That is a perfect example of gatekeeping. I hope this message resonates, and I hope that this is a message that can help someone prevent any heartache in the future, right? Start saving yourself the headache of people wanting to be doppelgangers and wanting to sabotage your plans. And, we got to remember that external energy can always throw off anything that you're trying to bring to fruition. This is the season, I speak about this a lot, that we need to stay in silence. You need to really lean in on your intuition and your discernment when meeting new people and going into these new connections and wanting to collaborate with people. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for gatekeeping yourself, sis. Protect yourself. Privacy is power, okay? I hope this message helps somebody, and y'all have a good Tuesday.